through.
I'm like, can't I have his voice? His voice is much nicer than mine. I know, it's so weird. No one likes his voice. It's like what I sound like now, but when I hear the recording, I'm like, oh,
that's the problem with the ICT. So I spent all day listening to just my voice. Why primary teaching?
For me, I was a TA for 2 years, and I found that when I was helping children and doing interventions, I realised that it is really important, it's really rewarding helping children learn. So when they're at a spot when they really do not understand certain concepts or certain subject knowledge, and you come and you can sort of impart your knowledge and experience to them, and they're able to move from one place to another, and you are a part of that. I think that's really important. It was really rewarding, and I found that that's what sort of got me into teaching. What about yourself? Why primary teaching for yourself?
I think it's how the fact that you can have an impact, like you were saying, and seeing the progression through children. But also, I really like the idea personally of teaching a range across a variety of subjects. So you're not confined.
That's the big difference, I think.
Or English and maths, because you're essentially a specialist at some level in all of them. I think that's fantastic. I really enjoy doing that.
I like that as well, definitely.
For me, it was the idea of having a degree with it as well. And going and doing the placement, because you get that experience as well as the theory. And I think that's just so essential, especially with the theory part. Being in third year now, knowing what I've got to back it up. And I think that's essential.
I totally agree. In terms of like your knowledge and experience, doing 3 years theoretically in the classroom, plus doing the practice in the actual school, I find that both together you sort of leave, or you go onto your placements or into the wide world feeling really experienced. You feel really prepared compared to maybe if you did a shorter teaching course or sort of going down another avenue. So I feel prepared to go into the wide world of teaching. I think when I left my year 2 placement, the day I was leaving, the kids were acting weird. Basically, they were with the class teacher. They wouldn't let me in the classroom, and I sort of knew they must be planning something for me. So I was feeling all emotional from that, like, leaving them, because you build a really good relationship with them even after like 6 weeks. So I remember at the end of the day, they had like a little party for me, like Mr. James, blah blah. And they had bought me like all these different, like made cards for me, said we're going to miss you, loads of different presents. So for me that was really memorable, that I'd had such an impact that they even thought to do something like that for me.
So my specialism is music. But it's important to me because it's something that I can take from home, and it's something that I've got that I can give to the school and to the children.
My specialism is literacy, or English. I chose that because I did it at A-level, and I really have a love for reading and writing. So it's writing stories, reading for pleasure is a big thing. I really love reading, and I sort of try to impart that to children, that when you learn how to read, or if you read a wide range of books, it really does help with developing their language, their ideas, their vocabulary, their literacy skills. So I feel like, although some children or some teacher may see it as like, it's just boring, it's just literacy. It depends how you teach it. If you can sort of impart it in a fun way that it's going to help your learning in all other curriculum areas, then I think it's beneficial. So that's why I chose English, basically. In your opinion?
Based on the lectures that we have, especially it being, we have every single subject, and putting that into school, you've got the knowledge from every single one, rather than just having a generalist teaching thing and expecting you to understand the intricate details of year 2 science. You've spent 3 years doing that. You spent 3 years looking at exactly what each subject has.
I agree.
And then you can take it into school and say, and you know that what you're doing is right because you've got the backup behind you.
What is great about being a male teacher?
I think a lot of schools at the moment, from my experience, the children haven't had a male teacher before.
I agree.
And it's so weird seeing the different way that they act.
Yeah.
And I think that's you just get a different response.
Yeah, you do get a different response, 100%. I think for the males that they're used to seeing, that's a lot of schools that I've been in, they were the PE teachers,
Yeah.
or they were
Or
from outside.
specialists has been brought in,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So when a male teacher's coming in, he's doing the exact same roles that they're used to from a female. It's just, like you said, it's just a different response. They react to it in a different way.
So how we,
Yeah.
how are we supported on placements?
We're supported in, I think it's two main ways. So you have someone in school, in the primary school, that looks after you, called a school-based mentor. So you either have them, or you have a set, which is someone from the outside, either from the University of Roehampton or from an outside agency, who come in. They sort of view your folders, observe your lessons, and just make sure in general that you're coping well in the school, that you're comfortable, you're getting on with the staff members, and sort of just check that whether you need anything extra to